Hello, how are you doing? It is Nick here with some raw day trading. I'm sitting here with my hands in my pants and I'm down 40 bucks. Nice solid break even day. I did not really trade the main stock of the day, which was the only ADTX. It had higher float. It made me kind of shy away from it. Let me just bring it up here and then we'll go to the video. It had higher float and it was moving sort of fast on the bid ask spread, even though maybe sometimes the tape was a little bit slower. That could have been because most of the orders were going through below my filter. I have a maybe $300-400 a 300-400 share filter on my tape to kind of slow it down to give it more relevance when I do see signals on there. Then the other thing that we had was, if you look here, actually I'll just bring the main screen in here, ADTX. You have a pretty terrible chart. I mean, this thing has gotten beat down so hard. I'm surprised that it is still, one, like, look how close, like, just, what is this? Just what is it, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, it was at $13 a share. If you go back to, maybe let's go 4-hour chart. If you go back to, even the 4-hour chart is terrible. I don't know, maybe beginning of the year it was at $30 a share, $40 a share or so, and it is just beaten down $3, and it's just this consistent downtrend. And you have, in that context, this kind of move up here, which is bait for short sellers. Short sellers are like, wow, what is this doing up? And then it gets reversed. But we have movement here. It was moving. It was going up. Shorts were getting trapped and faked out. And I was getting timid and not wanting to be a part of it, even with small size. I got down to, minus $100 a share on, 500 shares, just because it was moving so fast and I wasn't really able to control what I thought was excessive risk. And I just, these stocks I'm really bad at, like when they're moving so quickly. So I got to go look through the tape and go do some practice, spend a couple hours doing that today. I'm not going to put that on this recap here, but there are a couple of spots, notable areas, like this little highlight right here, this little dip I could have taken. Maybe this I could have taken right here. That was another one. Then where are we at? This is an interesting area. I do like that, how it held up that first 1 minute candle after the big flush. This was a very fast flush. The problem is like, by the time it got, like, I think I took some of this stuff here, but this is another nice area right here. This little dip down here that I kept thinking it was going to fall apart. So did apparently a lot of the market, and just played it poorly. This was a beautiful volume right here. I don't know if you can see that, but very low sell volume and kind of creeping into this trend line and it looking like it's done, and then just surprise short sellers. And I was trying to trade SC and X, wasn't working, which is fine. Let me just put my chart back to where it's supposed to be. This looks like maybe it can trap out shorts too. You have this descending volume. KBSX looks like it's a semi-recent IPO, but I'm going to leave that alone for now. and get back to recapping. So coming here, we have the video. Okay. At the open, SCNX actually looked way better than anything else. I was trading this one and VINC. VINC looked not great, but it was in a price range that I was very comfortable trading, and I end up, churning around and losing 160 on it. It's okay. ADTX about the same time halts up. I don't even see any of this nonsense. And then SCNX, I just start trading sort of. Let's see how my actions were here. I start trading mildly aggressive on it, I remember. And it's going to be this one to the left. That way. All right. So it pops up. I make a little bit of money. Like I was watching this here in this range, and I'm in 91. I think I lost a little bit, and then I made it back. I was kind of churning around down here, trying to take it a little bit too early. You can even look at that. So I see it here. I'm like, up to 296.3. I'm a little late on the entry. Yep, get filled there at 94. It's immediately below trade, so I'm just like, And again, another loss right there, so down 136. But then I'm like, okay, calm yourself. And I take one more attempt here, and it starts to move and open up. Boom, back up to 71. Nice trade, right? Nice trade. Okay. VINC is failing right over there. Yeehaw. Take this first kind of pullback off that pop, and I think I do well on it. Or no, break even, my bad. Actually, yeah, a little $25 on it. Cool. Tries to reverse again here. Maybe could have taken a trade down here. I'm looking at it. There's some sellers coming in on the ask. All right, I'm going to fast forward here. I lose some money, and then I make some money back. ADTX just starts doing its thing out the halt. I was watching it. I was like, how do I get this? And it was, to give you context, it's a high float stock, so they generally tend to be more range bound. But this halt imbalance keeps pushing up. It keeps pushing up. So it starts out flat at like 615 where it halted and pushed up to 625. Then it pushes up here to 639 and opens there at 650. And I was like, where do I take this nonsense? I don't want to burn myself unnecessarily here. Even this first dip gets bought up very aggressively. And so let's watch this one more time. And it's kind of holding. It does this hold in the 70s range and churn. And I just hate that. Like the bids are just sliding around. The ask is sliding around. Might have been better if I would just keep using limit orders, but there's trickiness with those too. It's going to pop below 50 for 1 second here. But as you can see, it's just like, I don't know where I'm going to get filled. And so, like, I don't trust it with size. And this is just me complaining. But I have to go through and figure out how I would approach this better for the next time I see stock like this. And I know now that I have. Okay, so it's this one right here. So I'll rewind that because I was blocking it. So that's the imbalance, 617, 620, pops up. It opens here. It opens here at 650 and just immediately rips. Yeah. And if you immediately bought, you were in the green pretty nicely here. At least for 10 cents for most of the time, but that would be, you wouldn't really hold that. So this kind of mishmash confusion, I didn't want to be a part of. I didn't think I'd get filled well. Fast forward, it does some stuff here. This is actually probably the most obvious setup I could think of. Let's see how it looks. The dip below 50 here. Double bottoms in the 1 minute. Ooh. It's looking weak, not gonna lie, looking weak. 5 minute closes right there. HMR, let's see what's going on here. Is this gonna move? Uh-oh. Literally no volume in this, but it might rip to the highs because of that. I actually really don't like this. This is a terrible setup. This is a 20-day rate here, 20-day moving average, and it's kind of just running into it. Like, it probably would have to like start pushing 90s for me to even think about it. Oh, there we go. But look how low this 5 minute volume is. This is a recent continuation name, and it has some resistance around 428 and then 480 on the daily. And it's running right now, like I said, into this 20-day moving average, and it sold off pretty crazy. What's this? Maybe was it an IPO? Actually, don't even know. Huh. The chart is very weird because it goes back to February 20th and then back to 2010 before that. And so just like I don't know what to trust there. But the highs of that is $10, which also reminds me of a SPAC, you know. Little 3-bar play here. Don't trust anything at the moment. Sellers coming in. Let's see if they stay in the way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is on short sale restriction too. I'm gonna go pee real quick before I do anything. Hmm. Yeah, people unloading right there. Well, there's that. There's that. I think if it comes up again to the 90s, it might rip. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. I got some stuff to do, and I really don't want to be trading and recapping at the same time. So thank you for watching. Catch you next time.